Welcome everybody to the Falcon One Shot. I am your host Falcon. This right here is Typoman Revised. Now, to my understanding, this was originally a game for the Wii U. Personally, I don't have access to a Wii U, so I can't really compare that title with this one. However, what I've read is that the original title for the Wii U was kind of like a mixed review type of game. People either enjoyed it or they hated it. A lot of issues with the game itself. Typoman Revised is going to be the Steam version, which is looking to clear out all the issues from the first game itself and giving us a better experience. Now, I personally took this out for a spin already. I really enjoyed it. It's a very unique puzzle platform title, and that's where I think some of the issues might come into play. I feel that people either enjoy puzzle platformers or they don't. It's kind of like no in between, really. I personally enjoy them because I grew up with them, I guess, so I kind of feel like a bit of nostalgia playing these games. Typoman Revised reminds me a lot of Braid or a Limbo, where they kind of did puzzle platforming, but they added a really unique aspect to the game itself, and that's where Typoman really shines. So we're going to start a new game over here, and I'm going to show you some of the interesting aspects about Typoman. As you can probably tell by the title itself, words going to be really important in this game over here. So we had prologue, and now that dumped the G dropped into us. That's us right here. We're the little circle just running around, or the O, and now it's telling us to go. I was hoping to start off in the first chapter, but I had to reset my progress. I wanted to show you some of the unlockables along the way, so there's no way to skip the tutorial, unfortunately. So we have to go through the tutorial before I get to the first chapter. So over here it says drop, with our O anyway, so we drop down over here. Now mind you, you're not going to be the circle the entire time, believe me. Now, let me use this over here, bring this down. It's a plank. That's exactly what it is, too, up to the plank. Now, if you add my O to that word in the background, it says evolve. And that's exactly what happened. Now we have a body. So we're no longer rolling around, now we're just kind of hopping about. Don't you worry, soon enough we'll get some legs and actually make some real progress here. It was really cool as you pay attention to the entire background and surroundings. There's going to be words all over the place, which actually have something to do with everything. Now we have hurry. So we have some legs. Platform over here. If you look at this tree, it might spell out tree. Sometimes it'll do it, sometimes it won't. If it's dead, it'll probably say like dead or something. Over here we have tree. T-R-E-E for the background. And then over here we have dead. Is what I saw over here because this tree is indeed dead. So we're just going down, down, down. And now we got some arms. Perfect. So we are now complete. Now it's really interesting to note, some people might miss this, but you actually do catch it by reading those little quotation marks up there. The quotation marks work as a way like Braid's little story system where you found a little pages that kind of added more to the story. That's what the quotation marks work as in Typoman Revised as well. Here we could save if we want to, but I'm fine with that. Now, if you pay attention to our character, we were initially a circle, an O. Then we picked up a body for E. Then we picked up some legs for H, and then we picked up some arms that were an R. What does that spell? Hero. That's us. We're the hero. I found it to be kind of neat myself. Unfortunate is to land in need of a hero. That's us. Alrighty, let's continue right now. Tutorial and press. So we definitely want to press up against here. And if we press space, it'll teach us about grabbing letters. And we need this S here for now. Now it's telling me to press up, and it'll bring it upwards. And then we can just set it back down. Really neat. I like it anyway. So, I do believe we might need the S to get up here. Yeah. So, letters will be used for more than just platforming, believe me. Let's just place it down right here. Make our jump upwards. I'm sure enough we'll start building some words pretty soon. And the building words aspects is really cool about the game. Here we have a lever. Turn you on. Gate went down. And it says gate right here. You see the T right there? I like that. Little platforming. That's going to probably go down, make the jump. Alrighty. If you die, you instantly spawn again, so it's not like, you have to retrace your steps too far back. And over here we meet some of the critters that are going to be making life living hell for us. Never grab that in time. I don't think you probably can. It does seem like it's kind of there to bait you, however, so that's pretty cool. We want to come down this way, I'm going to say. Move. Now we're moving to O. Okay, so now we start building some words here. So, right now we have a platform. Needs to go up. Standing over here doesn't really do much for us, right? This is where the word aspect comes into play. If I push the O over here, it is now on. The radius, by the way, of that little on thing we just saw will be really important to whatever you want to kind of control. Sometimes, as you can see, now it's stuck over here, so it's because I missed my time. If we remove that, it's going to be off and it'll come back down. So we have to push it in and get over there in time. And that radius that I talked about just now is going to be really useful for certain areas that require you to Be close to a word that's going to impact a platform, a switch, something like that down the line. Now, our progress is down to the right, but if we want to find more of the quotation marks, and I really encourage you to find the quotation marks because they'll give you like more of the story going forward here. It's kind of a difficult jump to make, but she is going to make sure you got to swing, and then when you're up here, you'll grab onto it. And this will be for another quotation mark, which can tell you the entire story of the background here. Chaos and greed breed men who become heroes, but how can I be a hero when I am devoid of hope? And we can just jump down here. Look, unfortunately, I have to make this jump again. For the platform thing, anyway. Come back down. Shoot, man. I'm trying to go as fast as possible because the tutorial level is really plain, really boring. It's just teaching you essentially the mechanics. At least it feels boring to me because I've done this before a few times. But the first chapters are actually really, really fun. You get involved with some of the combat. And well, not really combat. There's no combat per se, but, you know, some of the enemies will start kind of hassling you here. We have trust. What are we supposed to be trusting here? Trust, run. We have a monster here. I'm not sure if you noticed that, but he actually spells doom. Like when he howled in the air, it said doom. That was awesome. Alright. So here we gotta push this up. The gate's now on. I picked up some quotation marks. What do we have here? Doom is chasing me and war is calling my name. The only thing I have is the power of words. Alright, he's stuck down there for now. Not the last we'll see of him, though. Jumps, make these jumps. Alright. Craft. New words. Okay, cool. Now it's going to give us the option of actually messing around with some of the word system here other than just connecting pre-existing words. So, here we have craft new words. That's going to be our hint, obviously. Word scrambler. Find and craft a word that will lower the gate here. That's what we have. We have new words. So, what I'm looking to do here is, I'm going to say down would make sense to me because the gate is up, so we have to make it go down, right? Yeah, I got it. So, let's go ahead and rearrange. We'll go into... So, like so. Move you down here. And eliminate the R. We toss you down, and toss you down. Confirm up here, down. There goes our gate. As I mentioned, make sure that the radius of that word is near the area. Because you saw there was a radius. If I move this back... It goes back down, up because it's no longer in the radius. That's going to be kind of really important. Sometimes the letters will shine that way to kind of give you an idea, like, hey, you got the right word, but you're not close enough to the area of effect that you're kind of looking to get to. So that's now done with. We just get to the first chapter. Have some good times here. Here we have grab. Do our little Tarzan swings here. Boom. So I'm back. Swinging hero, my friend. I really like the background, too. Like, obviously, it's got like this whole post-apocalyptic feel to it. Obviously, there's like a civilization behind you destroyed. Lots of smoke, lots of these creatures. Here it says, Unrun. And we have a T over here. I originally thought that was going to be earn. I'm not sure why. I guess it's like the semi-dyslexia on my part why I just read earn, but I was like, no, it's not earn, it's actually unr. Which doesn't make too much sense. But if I toss that T over here, we want to turn that lever up there to bring it down, right? So let's connect the T now to this set. Come up here. And do our rearranging. There's the effect. Got it. Bada bing, bada boom. No problems, right? I know. Believe me, it gets a lot more tougher as you progress. Early on, it's not going to be difficult. It's just basically showing you the basics over here. The words will get a bit more complicated, but never complicated enough that even if, like, English was your second language or something, you wouldn't understand what you're trying to do. Like, you know, on, off, turn, stuff like that. Some of the words can get a little bit complicated, but never really a big deal. So don't ever feel worried about that. Now, before you progress, just drop down, which should give us another access to our quotation marks over here. And it's really important to grab because it tells you more of the story, obviously. What do we got here? She taught me to seek truth over lies, justice over injustice, righteousness over the rewards of evil doers. Who that she is, I'm not really sure, but I think maybe you get a glimpse of her pretty soon. Assuming I'm right, I don't know. I'm not really too far in the game myself to tell you otherwise. I screwed that one up pretty bad. I always have a feeling those actually, like, you know, drop to the right before they completely crumble away, but no. The moment you hit, you gotta jump. There's no crumbling involved to the right. Like, you kind of see what I'm saying? Like, they kind of drop into each other, so you kind of just jump over and over. But no, the moment you hit, you gotta jump immediately. Alrighty, over here we have another lever, along with Chop. There are some gruesome scenes in this game, too, kind of like Limbo in a sense. That's gonna be one of them right here. So can you please, like, grab? You want me to die first, don't you? Okay. That's exactly what it did. It just chopped me completely. No, I'm semi-confused as to why you're not... Oh, it was all sensor triggered. I gotcha. So now I push you back, right? Yeah, huh. Okay. So maybe I didn't have to die there. Maybe I'm getting too cute for my own accord. Okay. Doom monster's back. Doom! Now, I'll be honest with you, I died here a couple of times because I'm so accustomed to jumping with spacebar when it comes to, oh god, PC platformer games. And with this game, you jump with either the arrow key or W. And space is used to grab items and like use them for control and manipulation like we've been doing. But I died so often here because I kept on pressing spacebar to jump, and I was like, no, it's not the jump thing, it's to grab the items, and yeah, I died plenty of times here. Now, my idea is that's the her or the she that the quotation marks seem to be talking about. Came over here and saved us from 3 times to Doom. Not just 1 time to Doom, but 3 times to Doom. And that should be wrapping up the tutorial for us and get us into the first chapter. Alright, and this is where the game gets a bit more trickier definitely going forward. So, let's go ahead and move you down here. And we have another gate. Ideally, you're probably thinking of just using the word on, right? You want to turn that gate on so it opens up. Well, we also know there's a P down here, which is actually required. I can't tell you how often I fucked this one up, even though it was so basic. But I was like, saying like, why doesn't on work? But I was like, oh, right, the P. So instead, how about we just go with open. Sesame. There it is. And this gives us access to the Gorge monster. Happens to be named Gorge. That's exactly what he does. He's gorged. Oh, he's no longer gorged because he ate the D. The D woke him up. So he was gorged, therefore he wasn't moving. But since he's no longer gorged, now he's moving again. Really cool. Alrighty, so now we move onwards here. That guy's going to be pestering us the entire level. You'll definitely see him a couple of times. This little red thing works as a way to kind of keep words in one area. So you can't necessarily bring those... Oh! You can't necessarily bring those letters with you because I guess the game sees that as cheating or something. And you know what? I never noticed this, but I just realized that the letters are actually composed of H's. It's all the small things in the game that I really enjoy. Now, if we come up here, I do believe... Yeah, quotation marks. What do you got for me? All that I know, all that I am, all that I hope to be, I owe to her. Okay. That her is very important to us in one way. Just not sure how. And who it is. Alright, here we have... Feed. Feed. No. And we have gate over there. Okay. This one was actually pretty cool, and it plays into the entire thing about the monster being called Gorged. So check this out. No jumping across, so we definitely want to swing. And by swing, I mean like with the ropes, not like, sharing mates with other people and strangers and stuff like that. Not that type of swinging. Not that there's anything wrong with it if you're into that, I'm just personally not. But, if you're into it, hey, more power to you. So, now you're probably thinking, well, what if we grab a letter and just, That's not what I was telling you to do there, I assure you. Needless to say, what I was hoping to do was just grab the letter and toss it over. To give you another idea of what doesn't work. Remember, he's hungry right now. He is completely emptied out. He wants to get gorged again. So, luckily the letter comes back. We need to get across, and we need that D up there. Yeah, I tell you who needs the D right now. That gorge needs the D. I'm gonna make sure we come up there, and that'll probably snap the moment we hang on it. There it is. Boom. Okay. Now, we're still missing an N, which we need to get over there to here to turn the switch on and get the gate open. However, Monster over here is making an issue for us, so... Remember, when he was gorged, he was calm, complacent, dormant, because he was fooled. Well, let's feed him again. Now he's gorged. and we're free to do whatever we want to do. Pretty neat, right? I know. I really enjoyed it myself. It's really cool. Like, the tutorial doesn't really do justice to the game, but once you start getting through the chapters, it becomes really, really neat. Turn it on, and here's our gate. We proceed. I think it's almost time for us to wrap it up. The tutorial goes a lot longer than I really hope it would. Wanted to show you more about the game now that we're in the first chapter, but there's only so much I could do here. Here we have the gas. So with the gas, you can hang out here for a while, but if you hang out here too long, it will indeed kill you, which is indicated by the little green stuff around the edges of the screen there. So here we have to be just really, really fast. This is only introducing us to the gas, mind you. Oh, almost died. Spans. This one's really tricky. Now, I'm not sure to you guys, but it seems like that A doesn't move, correct? That's what I thought anyway. Even though it doesn't look like it moves, but it definitely does, because the A stays in place, but then the little, I guess, the pole behind it is holding the other letters. That does indeed spin, and that's what knocks you off to your death, obviously. But, yeah, that's kind of like one of those beginner traps where you're thinking, oh, okay, you can stand right there. It's like, nope, actually you cannot stand there whatsoever. Alright, so that's going to be spans. If we go up above, I think that's going to be another quotation mark if I am right. So, instead of doing that, I want to show more of the level if I can. So, because we're almost out of time. We're actually out of time already, guys. This is a really neat puzzle, though. Let me see if I can get this one done really, really fast. So, right now we need to bring that ladder down, correct? Excuse me. Down. Okay. This took me a while because we need to turn on the first span down below so it could actually extract and we could stand on it, correct? However, what you don't know is that you think you're good to go. If you actually go down there and try to make the jumps one after another, you will not make it to the ladder and up the ladder in time before you die from the gas. You can't do it at all, believe me. I tried many, many times until I realized, what if I come back over here, turn this off? And you want to do that, but however, you want to do that when the platform like that is completely expanded. Now you turn it off, it'll remain that way. As you can see now, the gas in the second part is now off because it's no longer being powered by this over here. So now you could jump on the first thing, jump to the second one, grab air, and have enough time to make it over to that ladder. And that's how you would solve that one. I know, it's really cool, believe me. It's a really fun game. I'm really upset that the tutorial takes way too long. But there you guys have it, Typoman Revised. All the information for the game will be down below. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a thumbs up. I will catch you next time.